Please help me introduce Mr. Mohan Punjabi.
A man with a dream and a burning desire to achieve will never be denied. I had read this quote very early on in life and I was obsessed with it. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
When I was in school, I had an ambition. I wanted to become a doctor. Not an ordinary physician, but a gynecologist. When I reached college, I knew this was not possible. So I decided to become an entrepreneur. So I rubbed shoulders with all the rich industrialists, shop owners, people having various businesses. To impress my girlfriends, I told them my father runs an export and import business, whereas he was ordinary accountant in the company. He was a simple and humble man with simple thoughts, but my thoughts were always like a king. After my graduation, my dad wanted me to have a good job. So he always pursued his rich NRI brother-in-law who had various businesses across the globe. But I said, I'm not going to work for my uncle. I'm going to work as a business associate with him as a partner. That day, my dad had tears in his eyes. I don't know why. Next day when I got up, I found myself near a psychiatrist. Dad thought I'd become crazy and obsessed. My great thoughts were turned into petty goals by the society. To make my parents happy, I took up a job as an export executive. After a couple of years, I was doing well, I made a lot of money. So I told my dad, Dad, I'm not happy in my business at all. I feel I'm a slave working for someone else. I want to start my business. My dad said, Mohan, you fool, you lose all your money. Wait for the right day and the right time to come. I replied, many people wait for the right day and the right time to come, but the right time never comes. They remain employees throughout their life. The right time is when you take the decision immediately. And my dad took a decision. I don't know whether right or wrong. He got me married. Well, I continued with my job, got an opportunity to go abroad, and went to Japan for 10 years. I was enjoying the big cars, big mansions, the big money, big jewelry, designer clothes, and the marital bliss. 2 sons were born, one after another. And I was playing with them and enjoying my life. And suppressing my dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. I made hay while the sun shined, while the sun shone on me. After a few years, I remember it was 31st December. I called up my mom and dad to wish them Happy New Year. And I understood Dad was not keeping well. I rushed back to Bombay to see my dad. But he was no more. I decided to settle back in India and move to Bangalore. From the relatively safe cocoon of the corporate world, I ventured into the disturbed waters of corporate business. I started a supermarket and department stores. I failed. I took up a chemical distribution, DP, a chemical used in the manufacture of agarbattis. It didn't work out. I failed again. The sun was shining brightly, but I had tears streaming down my eyes. And I decided to give up my ambition of becoming an entrepreneur. I called up my boss in Japan and I told him, sir, I want my job back. I failed in my business and I've lost a lot of money. He became my mentor. He told me, Mohan, always believe in yourself. Remember, when you win, you win. When you lose, you learn. He encouraged me. He said, Mohan, you are not a failure. It's only one of your business has failed. You have not failed as an entrepreneur. Learn lessons from your old failures and start out your new venture. He encouraged me to start all over again. How can I forget this night? It was 15 June. For the first time, I had tears in my eyes. My son Rahul, a cute little chubby fellow, 5 years old, came up to me and said, Dad, have you become poor? Why have you sold all your big cars? And why Bahadur doesn't come to drive us to school every day and Mom has to drop us to school? I helped him. And I said, no sir, you will not become poor. Good days will be back very soon. He saw that my classmate Reshma doesn't want to come to me with me to school because she says the car is small now. It was a Maruti 800. She said she preferred her dad to leave her on the bike. I prayed to God, God, please forgive me. I'm very thankful to you for all what you have done to me, all the blessings that you have given me so far. But don't let my children suffer for my misdeeds. Please give me an opportunity again. Give me an idea what to do next. And I decided to build my business for a passion which I love very much around food business. I started a catering company. This time, my wife helped me. She gave me all the designer jewelry which I happened to get into the bank, and we started the catering business. I started believing in the quote, behind every successful man is a woman. There's a woman, and this time it was my wife behind me. The business started growing gradually. Today, we serve more than 5,000 clients every day, spread across various companies, from A AstraZeneca to Z Zynga Networks. I realized success is all about making things happen. It's all about dreaming. Of course, it's also about money, but that's only a part of it. Success to me is leaping out of bed every morning, wow and excited to face the next day. Moreover, this journey taught me the biggest lesson of my life: freedom from fear. Over to you, Joseph.